Happy New Year's everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Reagan and today we're going to build a small traditional starter home. I started out with building just a basic box and then adding the little indent and a porch on the front. For the roofing, I wanted to add the illusion that it was like a second story without actually building one because the budget constraints wouldn't let me build one like to the completion, like especially with the size of the house. So here I'm layering a second one on top of the original, and then later on I'm gonna add a little window so it looks like you could actually go up there. Also, you just saw me adjusting that a little, the front porch roof a little bit. I was having a little issues with that, but I think it worked out okay. I just added some trimming and some new tiling to the roofing. And yeah, I'm changing to something lighter because the darker just didn't mesh well with it. And I'm still having trouble with the trimming there. But now I'm moving on to some plain fencing for the front of the house and then some brick stairs. I wish that you can see there on the side where the foundation kept cutting into the fence, and I really wish it wouldn't do that because it just looks a little awkward. I wish that the foundation would either cover the brick on that side or that it would recognize there were stairs there and not have it cut in. But oh well, I think it turned out okay. And then here we're adding I added some columns to make the front look a little snazzy. And to make it look like something's actually supporting the roof, even though you don't really need to support the roof over the porch in The Sims, but I thought it looked a little bit better. The front door and windows in this pack, in this build, I used using these Cats and Dogs expansion pack. I really liked how neutral they were, and it had some nice colors that went with the exterior panels, which I'll add later. And then for the exterior, I wanted some lighter panel signs, and then I also wanted to do something a little different on the roof facing out on the top, where I'm gonna put the window later. So I started out with some darker shades, but I thought it stood out a little bit too much, so I lowered it down to maybe make it look a little less awkward. But then I decided to go with like a lighter, it's gonna be like a whitish grayish paneling using the Get Famous, and then there's the window that I added. I thought it was a cute little traditional little window for the top of it, and then that's the paneling that we stick with. And then so for the interior now, I'm adding the first bedroom, a bathroom, the second bedroom because it's a 2-bedroom 1-bath. Oh no, that's the second bedroom. The room in the front is the dining room, and then now I'm adding the windows afterwards because it doesn't need to be as aesthetically balanced as the front, so I just like to add them in based on what kind of stuff I'm going to be using in the rooms. And then that's the back door. The doors that I use for inside the house, which you'll see in a second, will be from the Seasons pack. I really love those doors because of how nice they look inside, and they're just very plain. They have a lot of different color options too. So yeah, this is where I'm adding them. I did a nice little white color because I thought it fit very well, and then I'm adding a little arch into the dining room. I thought about doing one on this side, but I felt like that was too much, take up too much space. For the front bedroom, I just added a plain bed after I added in this flooring and a nice pinky lavender wall paint. So I just added in that plain bed, and then I also will add in the Get Famous clothing rack that I just put in there, and a mirror. I use BB.move objects on to kind of get it a little closer to the wall because it looked a little awkward out in the center. And then a little side table. I thought about putting a clock on there. I don't know why, we don't really use them in The Sims too much, so I just decided to go with a little tiny lamp, and I thought it looked really nice. And then I just took the hanging lamps from Get to Work and just put them all the way throughout the house. Eventually I'll change the light in the dining room, but for now, just so that I can kind of see in there, I like to just pop them all in there and change them. For the bathroom, I just picked a really cheap tiling because of the budget constraints, and just a matching floor tiles, maybe a different color to make it pop a little bit, and then literally the cheapest toilet, the cheapest shower bath combo, and the cheapest sink. But I also added a mirror so that you could practice charisma skills or anything like that. For the second bedroom, I actually designed it to be like an office instead of a bedroom. It can be changed later, like if you wanted to, but I wanted to have a space to put a computer and a good sized bookshelf like on its own, so I just kind of left it be like that. And then so for the dining room, I thought about doing a small table because of the budget, but then I decided that would be way too small in that room, so I went with a nice plain long table with 4 chairs. And then for the combined living and kitchen area, I moved the back door over so I could put that back wall as the kitchen. And I did just the basic setup. I wanted to add some top cabinets, as you can see me adding here, but I looked down and saw that I had very little money left, so I decided I needed to immediately get rid of that, which sucks because it looked so good with it on there. And then I just added some tiling underneath to just kind of look more like a kitchen, kind of separate the area a little bit better. For the living area, I kept it simple with a nice green couch, and then I added the TV, and I wanted to add a stool. I don't know why, I just really wanted to. I wanted to add some curtains or something to make it pop a little bit, but it was all very expensive, and I wanted to have a little bit left over in case you were using this as a starter house and wanted to play using the leftover money. So I started looking at the rugs, and eventually decided just to move it to the dining room. And I also added a little flowers, and then added a different lamp. I think I ended up with a chandelier with candles on it. Yeah, that one right there. And then back to the front of the house, I added a little light on the front porch so that you could kind of see in the dark, and then the normal mailbox and trash can so that the house could function properly. And then I spiced it up with with a couple of bushes in the front. I changed them to yellow, I think. I changed them to the color yellow. Yeah. So now I'm just finishing up a couple of details. You can download this build from the Sims Gallery by searching my username posted below. Also, let me know down below what other types of builder videos you would like to see, and if you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate if you'd hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I hope you're having a great start to the year, and I'll see you next time.